From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Get ready. Set 53. Coming in.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Under 10. Yellow. 10. Sponge. No.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Check. 53 flat. Check. 53 flat. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Hill, the intended receiver once again. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How we try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Double dog. That's the way.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Marquise Brown, 32 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up second down. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here we go.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
What we got?
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 59 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down.
That's good for our Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On first down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Charlie. Watch 36. 36 to my
Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Delta. Watch 36.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, good. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. 7-7, our score after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky will throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch twits. Watch twits. Hey, alert.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Matt Judon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky, this one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Fresno. Mike, 36. Mike. Lock in. Come on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. On
3rd and goal, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Draw play. Ingram now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for them, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. He cuts right sideline and some. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Prosise.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Tyler Lockett past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 69 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go.